All right, Math 1. So this is our homework help. This is Tuesday, but we're doing Monday's work. This week we're studying key features and of a graph and then average rate of change. So these notes are like the notes that are end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. So that's where you find your notes for this step. Okay, so you're gonna find the following or find the following for each function. Okay, so the domain, those are the x values. That's like the width. So the width of this graph is going from here to here. So it's going from -4, that's the smallest number, from -4 all the way to +4. Put x in the middle because x is talking about the domain. All right. And then if it's between these, it's less than equal to, less than equal to. That's how you say it's between the smallest number all the way to the largest number from left to right. You say less than equal to, less than equal to. The only time you don't say equal to, remember, if it's if see how this dot is shaded, that means it's going to be equal to on both ends. If it was an open circle, that means that answer is not included. So then you wouldn't put the equal to. But you're putting the equal to because both -4 is shaded and +4 is shaded. Okay? So again, domain is talking about the possible x values, the width. And I'm going to put width here so you can see it. So the width goes from -4 to +4. Smallest number, -4. Largest number, +4. Less than equal to, less than equal to. Do y'all understand that? Y'all okay? All right. So the range is the height. That's talking about the y. So this is the height. Okay. So small from the ground on up. So the lowest number on this graph is at 0. Do you see how the height starts at 0 and the tallest amount goes all the way up here to +1 to +3? So it's going from 0, the smallest number, starts right here, the height, all the way up to the highest point, which is 3. Okay. So put y in the middle because we're talking about the range. And again, it's less than equal to, less than equal to. Okay, because this is shaded, it's not an open circle. And this is shaded, it's not an open circle. And it's not infinity. So you're going to use less than equal to, less than equal to. Okay, are y'all okay with that? You okay? So now we're going to look at what's relative max. The highest point is going to be at 0, 3. And the lowest point, we got really two lowest points here. The lowest point is going to be 1, 2, -2 and 0, and +2 and 0. They don't really ask those questions that often. They really don't. It's increasing. Where is it increasing? It's increasing from here to here. This is where it's increasing. So it's increasing from where x is equal to. This is where it's increasing here. We're just going to write that it's increasing here. And really, it's increasing. Let's see. Put x in the middle. I can say it's increasing from no because really we kind of well yeah we do want to include it's increasing from where x is -2 to where x is 0. It's also increasing here from where x is 2 to where x is 4. It's decreasing from here to here to where x is -4 all the way from x is -2. It's also decreasing from where x is 0 to where x is +2. And those are the places of decrease. Okay. All right. And let me pause real quickly so you can get that. I'm going to write in the graph from here to here is where it decreased. I can put decrease here. From here to here, from this point to this point, it increased. From here to here, it decreased. From here to here, it increased. Okay. Any questions? All right. Are y'all ready for the second one? You all right, Cole? All right. So now, remember this: f of x is equal to y. Okay. F of x is the same as saying y. The number that's in parentheses is the value for x. Okay. So let's look at it. This right here is giving you an x value. X is equal to 1. They want to know what is y equal to. So let's find where x is 1. X is 1 is right here. Do you see it? Do y'all see that this is x is 1 right here? Go to the line. What value is y going to be on the line where x is 1? What value is this for y? -1. This is my answer. Okay. In the second one, they don't give you a value for x, but they give you a value for y. They're telling you that y is 2. So let's find 2 on the y-axis. Okay, 2 on the y-axis is right here. Do you see it? Go to the line. The line is right here. What is this x value? What is this x value here? -1. So x is -1. Okay. Now let's look at this one. What did they give you? Did they give you x or did they give you y here? Which they gave you x. What is x equal to? -3. So let's look for -3 on the x-axis. -3 on the x-axis is right here. So go up to the line. What is my y? +2. Okay, so see if you can find the domain like we did up here. The domain again is the x. That's going to be the width. I'm gonna pause the video to see if you can find that on your own. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. All right, let's see what we got. So the width, talking about the possible x values here to here. The lowest is -3. The highest is +3. So it's going to be from -3 to +3. Put x in the middle. Less than equal to, less than equal to. This is a closed circle. This is also a closed circle, so it's equal to. If it was open circle, it'd be not equal to, just be less than. Let's do range. Let's do range. Remember, range is talking about the y, but it's talking about the height. All your possible y values or your height of the graph. Remember, start from the floor to the top, lowest number all the way to the highest number. Pause for the calls. All right. So we're doing the height. This graph, remember how we measure height from the floor on up using the y-axis because that's the range. So the smallest value on the y that this graph is touching is going to be this lowest value right here is going to be a -1, and the height of the graph goes all the way up to +2. So it's going to be from -1 to +2. Put y in the middle. Less than equal to, less than equal to. Okay. All right. And these we barely see, but the relative max is this right here goes all the way up to the 2 highest points, I guess. See, this whole line from here to here is the highest max, and then from here to here is the lowest points. So let's look. The highest points is where x is -3 to where x is a -1. So that's the highest point from when x is a -3 to where x is a -1. Because it's a line. I can't just put all of these points. So I'm just going to describe it like that. That's the relative max. My relative min is down here, this line down here, and it's between where x is a positive, is that +1? +1 to where x is a +2. This is where the minimum value. Okay. The points where it's increasing. All right. So the increasing amount is from where x is at uh, 2 all the way to where x is 3. So from 2 to 3 is increasing. Where it's decreasing is where x is a -1 to where x is a +1. So from -1 to +1. That's when it's actually decreasing. From here to here is the decrease. Okay. So this is constant if you needed to know. This is decrease and this is increase. Okay. All right. So now let's look at these right here for this graph. What value did they give me here? Did they give me x or did they give me y? X. X is equal to a -2. So then what's y? Let's do -2. So we got negative, this is 0, -1, -2. -2, go to the line right here. And this is -1, -2, -3. So y is -3. Oops, right here. All right. What value did they give you here? Did they give you x or did they give you y? They gave you y. They told you y is equal to 2. So let's find 2 on the y-axis. 2 on the y-axis is right here. Okay, so what's my x value here? What's my x value here? Y is 2. What's x? This is your x here. What is x? 0. Do you see that? Do you see it? And then see if you can do this one. Tell me which one is it giving you, and then find the other one. If it's giving you x, find y. If it's giving you y, find x. We'll pause for the cause. Okay, so make sure I'm recording. Okay. So which one did they give you? Did they give you x or did they give you y? What's the x equal to? So that means you need to figure out what y is. So let's find 3 on the x-axis. Okay, so 3 on the x-axis, this is 0, 1, 2, 3 is right here. Let's go to the line right here. So what is going to be my y value? It's 4. Good job. All right, so now let's do the domain. Remember, domain is talking about my x. So that's talking about the width. Okay. So what's my width going to be here? Where is it going? How wide is it? It's going from what? What's the lowest number on the y that it's going through? -11. So here, got -11. And it's going all the way up to what? +11. Put x in the middle. Less than equal to, less than equal to. See if you can do the range. Okay, that's the height. Remember when you work on the height, you always do the ground on up. You measure from the ground on up, not from a person's head down, but from the ground up. Okay? Okay, so let's do the height. So the lowest point is down here. So that's going to be at this number right here. What number is this? Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -7. Is that right? Y'all, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's -7. It's hard for me to see sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. So we got -7, and the highest point is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So put y in the middle, less than equal to, less than equal to. So it's going from -7 to 4. All right, so the relative maximum, the maximum height is up here. You see that? This maximum height is at 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's a point that's up there, that's the highest. Not a line, but a point, okay? The relative minimum value is down here. This point right here is the lowest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -6, and down to -7. So -6, comma -7 is the lowest value. So let's think of points where it's increasing and decreasing. So from here to here is decreasing. This is a decrease. So it's decreasing from this x value to this x value. This x value is from -11 to -6. So from -11 to -6 is where it's decreasing. Okay. So from -6 all the way to, so that's starting at this point, from -6 all the way up to this point is increasing. So from -6, it's -6 all the way to 0. This is the intervals that it's increasing. So -6 to 0, this is where it's increasing. So this is increase here. Oh, dang, it's all the way up here. It doesn't stop. It's increasing all the way. So not 0, but what number is that? 4. No. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 3. I guess what threw me off is I stopped right here when I should have stopped right here, because all of this is increasing. And then the decrease is going from 3 all the way here. And this is this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from 3 to 9 is a decrease. Okay? From 3 to 9 is a decrease. Okay. So it's only got one interval of increase, this right here. The other two is decrease. This is decrease also. And the bottom, you should be able to do this on your own. You should be able to do that on your own. I want you to try to do that bottom section on your own. But tell me, which one is this one? Did they give you X or did they give you Y? They gave you X. What is X equal to? What did they give you, X or did they give you Y? They gave you Y. What's Y equal to? Did they give you X or did they give you Y? What's Y equal to? So for here, they're trying to figure out what Y is. For here, they're trying to figure out what X is. And for here, they're trying to figure out what X is. And you're going to use the graph to do that. Y'all got it? And I'm going to stop the homework help video and send this out because I'm sure people need it, okay?